Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a love oracle for today. Today is Friday. It is May 22nd, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog. We're not totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Price of Love Oracle by Crystal Banner. You can find this at kaleidodope.com. You can also find it in her Etsy shop. Okay, I'm looking at my new glasses and I'm realizing I feel like they make me look older. And I gotta say, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling like sexy librarian. I don't know why. I don't know why. These are the same glasses I had before. I had them in black, I had them in tortoise, and now I have them in the pink. And it's funny, the little magnets in the corner for the lens covers, the sunglass covers, they almost look like little hearts, almost. One on the table. It might be two. No, it's one. Two on the table, three on the table. Oh my gosh. We just kind of had this earlier in the oracle reading, the collective. The collective crow? Was it the collective crow? Yeah, it was the collective crow. The Crow Collective. We got three on the table. Okay, that wasn't even, that was like a quarter of a shuffle. Four on the table. Two more shuffles. Five on the table. Six with bottom of the deck. All right. We keep getting the same message, basically. Interference. We've got love. Dream come true. Know your worth. Contract. And bottom of the deck is connection. So somebody like feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. There's interference in some type of soul contract. This is going to be love. This is going to be a dream come true. This is, I'm sorry, but when you got that together, like it's meant to be. Like this is happening. I think this is just here because you should always know your own worth, right? You're amazing, you're awesome, and people should treat you as such, just like you should treat others as such, right? Unless you know them to be turds. Still be somewhat kind. Unless they're a murderer or a rapist or a child molester, then you can do what you want. I think this connection is going to be worthy of you, is what this card means, being in this reading like this. Again, you should always know your own worth, but I think this is more like, hey, this connection is worthy of you. You are worthy of it. This is meant to be. There's some kind of interference here. And this could literally be anything, y'all. Literally anything. It could be personal interference, family interfering, friends interfering. It could be career. It could be I was going to say destination, not destination, like geography, right? You could live in one state, they could live in another. It literally could be interference of anything. Literally. It could be healing. Somebody's healing, somebody's been healing. It could be somebody's going to rehab. I mean seriously, it could be anything. What, did you think your soulmate was perfect? We're not perfect, we're human. I don't know why I feel the need to share this. I guess it could resonate for somebody out there. I personally have issues with drinking. So if I were to have a soulmate come in, they would have, if they're an alcoholic as well, okay, they would have to be well on the road to recovery, because I'm sorry, I would not. No, it's not my job to heal you. It's not my job to get you better. Like, you need to be on the road to recovery. You need to be well past that in order for me to take you seriously. I don't know. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Um there's a guy at work who's been out on leave. I think I told you guys, if you follow, if you subscribe, I offered to like take him to the grocery store and he said yes, because he doesn't drive, he doesn't have a car. He rents an apartment. He's like 51, 52. Like, he's a giant man child. But he's my friend. Like, for the most part, I like him. But he's a work friend, right? So when my other friend, my female friend, and I realized like he was out with issues, her and I both offered to take him to the grocery store. Now, he only took me up on the offer, and I came to realize it's because he assumes I have nothing better to do. I have no family. I have no boyfriend. My friend that offered to take him, oh no, he can't bother her. She has a family. uh, Two or three of his friends at work that offered to take him places. The one took him to his doctor. I know that. But other than that, oh no, he can't bother them because they have families. One of them has a girlfriend. I was like, seriously? But you think you can bother me? You think that makes that okay? Because I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a family. So that makes it okay. And I think I told you guys, he ended up texting me as I was driving to pick him up to take him to the grocery store, to tell me he didn't want to go to the grocery store, to tell me he wanted to go out to dinner. And I felt like it was a date. And he was very rude to the staff. And I'm sorry, but when you're rude to the staff, like, that just turns me off. Like, I've never been a waiter or a waitress or a hostess, but I was taught to show them the utmost respect. I was taught, if you can't afford to tip, then you don't go out to eat. And I just, like, that kind of stuff turns me off. It just turns me off. Again, like, I consider him a friend, like a work friend, but on the outside, like, I just don't think I could hang out with him on the outside. And it is very known about and or suspected, that he has drinking issues and he has gambling issues. And I would just never get involved. I would never knowingly get involved with anybody like that, because I have my own addiction issues. And if I get with somebody that has issues, then my issues are going to come back up for me. And I don't want that, right? Like, I got to protect myself. Know your worth. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. It's not my job to save this gentleman, this friend of mine. Like, if he needs saving, then he needs to save himself. And if he thinks he's just fine the way he is, then he's just fine the way he is. I'm not going to convince him otherwise. That's not my place. But I wouldn't want to get involved in that situation. So I don't know if there's somebody out there that's like helping somebody and realizing, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm technically just hurting myself. Then please stop. Please don't do that. Because in the long run, you're going to hurt them too. You know, like if you hurt yourself, you're going to hurt them too, because someone's going to come to rely on you, and then you're going to realize you can't be involved with them. I'm just saying. The interference could literally be anything. You know, a job, a family, friends. It could be an ex-lover coming into someone's life and then you two can't get together. Whatever the case, it could be anything. Like I said, it could be distance, geography, it could be race, it could be religion. I mean, not that race should ever play a role in who you get with, but it is something to think about because there is still racism out there. As we all know, there's still racism out there. So, you know, if you're strong enough to be in an interracial relationship, then awesome. If you don't think you can hack it, then you probably shouldn't, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with admitting that either, you know? If you just don't want to have to deal with the background noise, I guess you would say. I think it sucks to have that kind of thought, that kind of opinion, because like you're closing yourself off for love. It's kind of like, I think I told you guys a long time ago, the one of the ladies that I was friends with at work who I stopped being friends with and now she's gone. She got fired, she quit, I don't know. There's different stories there. Um she used to only date black men. But why would you only date black men? Then you don't date Mexicans, you don't, or Hispanics, I should say. You don't date Asians, you don't date white men, you don't date Native American men. Like you're closing yourself off to like all these realms of possibility here. You're only going to date black men. And I remember our mutual friend who is a black woman, she once made a comment that like she thought she dated everybody in the area. I mean, there's only, like this is the northern suburbs of Chicago. We live in, they're pretty small towns, 20,000, 10,000, 30,000, 60,000 maybe at the most. Like they're all small towns. There's only so many people to go around. Like there's only so many Asians, so many whites, so many Hispanics, so many black people. And my friend, she was like, I think she went through all the black men. I, and it's not really meant to be funny, but like, I don't understand why you would close yourself off to that. I've dated white men, Indian men, Hispanic men, Asian men. I think black men are the only men that I haven't dated. I've dated everybody else. And I don't have a problem with black men. I've just never met one that I was really attracted to and or interested in. And I also have high standards. So all the others didn't really work out that well either. Like, uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have high standards. I guess. Apparently. I was always like a fan of like Tay Diggs or when I was younger I used to have a thing for Wesley Snipes. I liked Wesley Snipes. Lawrence Fishburne. I'm trying to think who else. I don't know. Oh my god. Lenny Kravitz. Oh, the guy, who was actually really sweet, and I can never remember his name. And I didn't watch the movies, but the guy that was in Wakanda, the Marvel movie or whatever, and he passed away because I think he had cancer. He was definitely like more of like a genuine soul, and pretty good looking too. I don't know. You know what's funny, y'all? I find as I get older, I have a thing for pretty boys. Like I have a thing for pretty boys. And it's funny because I was watching or reading like over last weekend or maybe Monday, I can't remember. And they're like, it's one of my favorite readers too. And they're like, "Oh, you're really pretty. Like you're pretty. They think you're pretty or you think they're pretty." And I started laughing. I started laughing because if you subscribe, the guy that I fell in love with last year, the younger guy, I would definitely put him in like the pretty boy category. Like he's pretty. Like he's pretty. I don't know how else to say it. But I find as I get older, like I like I don't want to say like a feminine male, but I guess maybe like more of like an artsy kind of looking male. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, pretty. Pretty boy. Y'all know I don't dabble in time. I would never do that. Everything is in divine timing. So you're going to have to take how this resonates. And I'm not going to argue with people. If you don't feel like you have love coming in, then you don't feel like you have love coming in. If you feel like love is destined for you and it's coming, then it's coming. I would never argue with anybody on that. I don't like it when people argue with me about my love life. I'm not going to argue with you about yours. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, I was entertaining. I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday night, a fabulous long weekend if you're in the US and you celebrate Memorial Day. Um, just letting you guys know, I'm going to be doing readings like normal tomorrow, and I'm probably going to be doing readings on Sunday because I think I'm going to take Monday off instead of Sunday. I'm just if you follow, if you subscribe, I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. Obviously, if you just come on and you catch videos, you come on and you catch videos. If they're there, they're there. I get it. But I'm just letting you guys know that I'll probably do readings tomorrow and on Sunday. Sunday I am going in for OT from 9 to 3. Um but I'm probably going to do readings because I think I want to take Monday off. A little bit longer of a day, the day before I have to go back to work. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we have to go in an hour early. So I think I'm going to take Monday off instead of Sunday. I'll keep you updated if I change my mind tomorrow or Sunday morning, but I'll keep you updated. Again, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.